whole time I was lied to by the fitness industry. I, just like you guys, had YouTube, had Instagram, and I was watching these fitness influencers who are jacked and shredded, drinking protein shakes, Rise protein shake that I would buy thinking, oh, my favorite influencer, he has that protein powder. I'm going to get it too because I want to be like him. And guess what? I literally became the opposite of him. I started to get acne. I started to have low energy, low libido. I was having all these problems even though I was going to the gym. I was sleeping good, but I was listening to the wrong people because most people give wrong information and most people will lie to you. There's guys out there who make reaction videos to me that have had gyno surgery or are on TRT. It's like, bro, why do you try to act like you know more than me when I've been through all this shit that they do and I know that it's a lie? I know it's a lie because for the longest time, I was eating chicken and rice. You guys know when I was a sophomore in college, I was pounding the oats and protein powder, protein bars. And I had to take Accutane twice because my gut health was so bad, resulting in me getting acne. I had a pizza face. Someone literally said when I was a cashier at a restaurant or a grocery store, some kid with his dad said, what is all over that kid's face? And that's what made me wake up. That's what made me wake up and be like, the shit that I'm doing is wrong. Why am I putting in the work more than other people and I'm getting less out than they are? That's not how the world works. If you're doing the right things, if you put more work than other people, you should get way more than other people, right? But a lot of you guys, you're putting in more work than other people, but you're not seeing the results because you're not doing the right things. The chicken and rice, the protein shakes, the oats. What else was I eating? I was eating trail mix, peanuts, protein cereal. I was falling for everything because that's what my favorite influencer was using. Why? I don't know. Probably because he was getting a bag from it. And then it's just like, bro, don't be misleaded. It took me forever. To understand what to do. And that's why I preach what I do now, because I know it's right. I know the exact method of dieting, training, lifestyle, all the stuff that I say is right because I've went through everything else. I've been lifting for 6 years. I've been focusing on my diet for 6 years. I've tried all the bullshit and I've made more and more adjustments to my diet every single day. Every single day. I make adjustments today. I eat less salt now. Salt is a big controversy now, and I'm doing less salt, and I'm like, wait, my skin's more hydrated. I'm less water retained. And there's more and more things you learn. It's like, holy shit, this is the right way for everything. This is why, I drink the glass water. I don't want microplastics. I don't want heavy metals. This is why I only eat red meat. I've been starting to eat some more raw meat. Raw meat tastes amazing and it's really good on the gut. And people are like, oh, bro, what are you doing? It's like, bro, I know it's the wave. I know it's the wave because as I learn more and more and I apply more and more, I feel better and better. I have more energy. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm working. And I love it. I fucking love it. See, if you're not doing the right diet, the right training, and the right lifestyle, you're not going to love anything that you do. You're going to have low energy. You're always going to be in a pessimistic mood. And I see it with dudes at the gym all the time. They're all pissed off. It's like, bro, if you're pissed off at anything in life, it's because the action you're not taking. You have to be taking immense action. And you can only take immense action once you start focusing on your testosterone. That's the whole idea. Once you focus on your testosterone through all the poisons you're running into, all the toxins in the diet, all the disruptors, the estrogens, it's like, why would you not want to optimize these things? Why would you not want to optimize these things? Because it makes you feel better and better. And the more that you feel better, you can do more effort, you can work harder. And then guess what? When you're doing all that stuff, that work makes you feel better. It's like a whole cycle. But you can't get in that cycle until you actually start optimizing for your testosterone. And people are like, oh, bro, your testosterone level is like, bro, they're not natural and stuff. Because if you're new here, my testosterone is 1400. And people will like critique me and stuff like, bro, I don't know many naturals. I don't know many naturals above 1,000. I don't. Because a lot of people, you can get jacked and shredded and still have low testosterone. You know, they test these guys like the Hassan guy and Shizzy and all these guys who have big muscles. Like, okay, yeah, they have big muscles because they have good genetics. If you have good genetics, you know, you can grow big muscles. But testosterone doesn't just come down to having muscle development. Yes, if you put on muscle and get stronger, your testosterone is going to go up. But you need to actually understand the biological standpoint on how like estrogens and endocrine receptors can affect your testosterone. And diet with micronutrients, cholesterol, minerals. Like, you need to understand how everything works, because once you understand how everything works, you just understand how to optimize your life, which is through testosterone. Right? If I wanted to get as jacked and muscular as Hassan, I think that's his name, and like Shizzy and all these guys that you see online that are like just fitness influencers and stuff that are like jacked, I would just eat more and train more. Like, my goal is functionality. I play basketball twice a week. I love playing basketball because it's good cardio. But, you know, is that optimal for muscle growth? No. It's like the same as running. It's the same as running, but I want to be functional. I want to be able to turn and lift and, you know, jump and be able to dunk. Now I'm at a point, like, that's the point where you should want to get at, where you're aesthetic. Now you can focus on, you know, mobility and stuff, and, you know, jumping higher and running faster, because you're not going to lose the muscle. If your diet's locked in, you're not going to lose the muscle. But I'm telling you right now, you have to focus on testosterone, because that is what took me to the next level. That is what took me to the next level. If I never figured out, oh, eat more red meat, eat more eggs, you know, follow animal-based diet, test vaccine diet, you know, oh my gosh, if I knew that shit sooner, I don't even want to know where I'd be at. I don't even want to know where I'd be at. And that's my biggest point to you guys, is you need to start locking in immediately. You need to start locking in immediately, because if you don't, you're just wasting time. And if you're wasting time, what are you doing? If you're wasting time, what are you genuinely doing? So take this as a sign. What you're seeing online might not be true. Find the truth, do your own research, and take action. Because if you know what you're doing is right and you take immense amount of action, you should be at the spot that you want. That's all I'm going to say.